SolidWorks 2012 has a host of new tools for drawing, making the creation process and navigation easier than before. SolidWorks has always had the ability to open any part directly from a drawing view, but now we also have the capability to open sub-assemblies as well. This means navigating and finding the correct documents is quicker and easier than before. Changes are a necessary part of the design process, and as we make these changes, we need to make sure that any of the documentation associated with it is always up to date. But sometimes finding these changes can be a challenge. Wading through many dimensions and annotations on the drawing can sometimes be tricky. SolidWorks 2012 makes this easier than ever before by highlighting any changed values on a drawing sheet. Not only does it highlight them in a unique color, but hovering over any changed dimension value will now show its previous value. Views that are missing center marks due to holes created after the views were originally created can also now be added as easily as adding center lines. Simply choose the options you want and all of the center marks will be added to the drawing view. To aid in performance, the view palette no longer unnecessarily updates for minor changes. Users now have complete control over updating the view palette, saving on opening times. Exploded views are also quicker and easier to make. If the assembly contains an exploded view, SolidWorks now automatically generates an isometric exploded view in the view palette. Any view that has an assembly with an exploded view state can now be quickly changed by toggling the option. No longer do users now need to go into the view properties to make these changes. And no assembly would be complete without a bill of materials and balloons to populate it. Adding balloons is now even better in 2012 thanks to two new features. As we auto balloon, we have a new option to sequentially order the balloons around the drawing view. Users can even specify which balloon they want to be the first in the sequence, and these can be reset at any time to quickly create these balloons. You'll also notice that the balloons have a new option associated with them called the magnetic line. Users familiar with 3D Composer will immediately recognize the benefits of using this tool. Balloons and annotations can be quickly and easily snapped from one magnetic line to the other, and they can even be equally spaced along that magnetic line.